This is Ace with RockRevolt magazine. I am here with Ivan of Painted in Exile. How you doing today, man?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
Doing all right. Got some pretty good weather out here for October, especially in the Midwest. But man, it's great, man. What about you? You just relaxing today?
Actually, I had a pretty long work day today. I'm in Baton Rouge, Louisiana right now.
All right.
And, yeah, just heading home. Actually staying with my friends out here for a couple of days, but everything's good, man.
Cool. Well, let's talk about the Ordeal, man. You guys are going to be releasing that October 28th independently. New music for Painted in Exile for the first time in like 7 years, so it's got to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, man. It feels really good to finally have this whole collection of songs together. It's literally been years putting this whole project together, and some of the material is really brand new, like things that we added in the studio back in March, and other songs that date back to the teaser that the band had put up since before I even joined. I think 2009, somewhere around there. So it feels good to finally have this whole thing materialize and have put out pretty soon.
Well, I'm sure the fans have been chomping at the bit. I'm sure it's probably, because being independent, what do you attribute to, taking so long? Do you think, is it being independent or just making sure it's right?
I think it's more the latter. For us, first of all, we didn't have a complete lineup since for the entire duration since the last release that we had.
Right.
We had a lot of shifting members, so as far as finally having a full lineup, it's only been I want to say maybe around a year or so. And then, a lot has changed as well. Our musical tastes have changed a little bit, and we've kind of taken the sound that we had before and kind of everyone put their own stamp on it. It's become a little bit more concise, I think. So to answer your question, it's definitely the latter. It's, just taking the time to get it right and make sure that this is a reflection of where we are as a band today rather than years ago.
Right on. Now, it looks like House of Cards is going to be the new track that you guys are going to be pushing off of that first, correct?
Yeah, we just dropped the music video for that while we were on tour with Scar Symmetry, Ours is Shattered Sun, a couple weeks ago, and it's been really awesome seeing all the reactions to it. Seems that people are digging it, and that obviously makes us really happy. It's the first piece of new music that we've released in some time.
Right, and then besides like Facebook, where else can they see that video?
It's up on YouTube.
Okay.
We premiered it through Metal Injection, so it'll be up on their website as well, and all the usual social media sites.
Right on. Now, you just said a little bit ago that your guys' musical taste have changed over the years, so I'm sure that's going to make this album a little bit different than some of the older stuff that was done before you became a part of the band, or even maybe between this process of putting out this new album, maybe the album's going to have a few different fluctuations in it with that taste change, or?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's almost inevitable. We all of us listen to many different styles of music, and kind of that becomes part of what we listen to, becomes part of who we are and how we study music and how we look at music and how we create music ultimately. So definitely, there's a lot of ebb and flow on the album. We've got some of our heaviest work today, some of the fastest, most technical stuff, and at the same time, there's also almost like a ballad on the album as well. We get this very spacey, open, kind of still progressive, but not as heavy, not as outwardly heavy song. So it's quite a bit of variety.
All right. And you guys worked with James King on this album to get it recorded and mixed and produced for y'all. What was that like dealing with him with this album?
Oh man, Jamie King's the man. We had a good time with him, especially he was able to kind of steer us in the right direction, make sure that the content that we came in with we got done, and it was in a complete package. We had there's a lot of strong opinions in the band, and everybody in the band writes. So he was able to kind of take everything and keep us on track, make sure we get things done, and have us make it sound the way that we wanted, but also he put his signature on it, which is that I think this kind of really not a squeaky clean polished sound, but really something more organic, something that feels representative of a band rather than a collection of individuals. So I think I think he did a great job on it, and we had a blast working on him.
Right. Now you say you had a lot of, strong-willed people on this, people that, a lot of opinionated people putting this together in the band. Do you think you guys butted heads more as a band, or do you think you guys butted head more with Jamie, or was he more of that, hey, no, guys, this is what we need to do? Do you think it was more between you guys or with Jamie being the producer?
Oh, no, it was definitely more with us. Jamie was was a mediator in some cases and the one pushing along. But for us, the creative struggle is always internal, and it comes with the good and the bad. The bad is we get heated and everybody is very passionate about how they feel about a certain section or how a certain part feels. But ultimately, the good part is that friction, I think, is what kind of makes us sound the way that we do. And I think if it was all easy and smooth all along, it would come out as a different product. And I don't know. I think historically, some of the bands I grew up listening to, I always heard that it's that friction that brought out the best in those folks as well. So I hope it did that for us. But also the other thing is, with the time that we've had as a full lineup, the longer we write together, the more we get to know one another and the smoother it does happen. So then when we do have any kind of disagreements or arguments, they're on a different level than they might have been a couple of years ago, because we do have a common understanding of things that we learned along the way. So it's a work in progress, in short.
Right on. So do you think that this, taking the years, taking the time to get the lineup you have now, do you think this is something that might stick for a while? Or, what do you think? Just your opinion. You don't know for sure, but what do you think?
You never know in this world. We constantly see bands all around us going through all sorts of different challenges. But for us, we've really, I feel like we've really paid our dues in terms of waiting and looking for the moment to be right. And it feels good right now. I think we're in a good spot, and pushing this album out, I think, will be, in a way, the reward for all the waiting that we've done leading up to this. And it'll be something that the energy and the positive emotion that we get from releasing that, I think, is just going to make us even stronger and keep us going. I feel really good about where we're at right now.
Awesome. You said that you'd just been out on tour. Looks like you guys have one date, it looks like, scheduled for November 6th here around St. Louis. Is that correct?
Yeah, we got about 3 dates scheduled around then: St. Louis, Indianapolis, and Cleveland.
Okay.
So we're going to be heading out with our friends Pliny and Intervals. We're really stoked about that.
Okay. Besides those 3 dates, are you guys looking to keep going? Of course, you're going to want to push this new album.
Absolutely. Right now, we're focused on wrapping up some content for the album. We're working on some playthroughs. We're talking about another music video. The record's going to be coming out. We're going to do some CD release shows locally. We're from Long Island, New York, and but once this is out, it'll be we're hoping it'll be a stepping stone for us to secure some more extensive touring. Hopefully later this year, and definitely in 2017. We're already looking at a couple of possibilities.
Right on. And just, like I said, just getting off the road not too long ago, and just being with this lineup the short time that it has been full, what's it like out on the road? Did you guys learn a lot about each other, or were you just like, I'm sure it was definitely a large learning process, just, being stuck out there together and only knowing each other for a short time?
Oh, yeah. I think you nailed it with the question itself. It's a big learning process, and, anytime you have 6 grown men in one van driving around for countless hours, you inevitably end up learning quite a lot about one another. But it was actually, I would say the whole experience was pretty smooth for us. They talk about all sorts of road nightmares that may happen for young bands going out there, but I think it was very smooth for us. The guys in Scar Symmetry also took us under the wing. We were helping them out with some teching, and they lent us a few spots on the bus every once in a while, so we didn't have to all cram into hotels or the van, at all times. So we had a little bit of help from those guys, which we really appreciated. But on the whole, though, everything was cool. We listened to a whole lot of music, caught up on each other's personal stuff. There wasn't really too much. There wasn't any tension or anything like that on the tour. I think everybody was just fueled by, like, holy shit, we're finally on the road and we're finally doing this and we're finally playing our music live the way it's intended to be. So I think that kind of directed the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. And then, you know, and you're ready to go back and do it again, you know, so that's great. It sounds like you guys have had a great time together. What about any shenanigans, man? You guys play any pranks on each other? Anybody kind of get into somebody's shit?
Oh, man. Well, the last day of the tour, we were expecting to get pranked, and surprisingly we did not. But we had some harmless but fun things go on the last date in Austin. For example, our buddies in Office, our favorite song there is Face of My Innocence. They closed out their set with it, and we decided with the guitars, bass, and basically all of our instruments, all of Pain and Exile and all of Shattered Sun, we ran on stage for their last song, so it was a big mess, and they did not know anything about it, so it was seeing their reactions was a whole lot of fun.
Nice. Nice.
So
do you think waiting?
There's probably some YouTube videos of that, but that was a good time.
Right on. So do you think, you know, waiting to be pranked, you were probably more nerve-wracking waiting to be pranked than nothing happening than if somebody would have messed with you, right?
Yeah, I asked Arthur about that later, and they were like, yeah, we were definitely planning, but you guys seem to be having a good set, so we let you just do your thing, which
nice.
We definitely appreciate. One thing that was interesting about this tour is, you know, we hadn't played a ton of gigs before together, so the first half of the tour, we, you know, there weren't any disasters or real shortcomings or anything like that with the sets. No forgotten parts or anything like that, but it wasn't clicking quite how we wanted in the first couple of shows, I'd say.
Sure.
And then each one got better. Up until the last, I'd say 4 or 5, we felt like we finally hit our stride, and that last show in Austin was a very memorable one for us because I feel like you know, we could connect with the audience and the songs were played well. It just felt good. It was a really nice way to finish off that set of dates.
Oh yeah, man. So it sounds like you guys are just chomping at the bit to get back out there. You're ready to go. It's awesome. You know, you come off the road.
Oh, yeah.
You come off the road. You got a new album getting ready to come out. Everything, instead of everything being a pile of shit at the end of the tour, you're just getting your groove and your stride. So that's great. That's got to be a huge high for you guys.
Oh yeah, man. Like all the waiting, all the figuring things out, and sorting through the music and the logistics of everything. Now we're finally seeing the other side of that, you know, starting to enjoy the fruits of our labor a little bit. So definitely a good time for us.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome, man. I can't wait to see you guys get back out on the road hopefully soon, and definitely, like you said, heavy in 2017. Where can everybody get a hold of you guys? You know, of course, social medias. Where can they get the new album when it comes out in just a little over a week?
Awesome, man. Looking forward to that.
Well, where can they get it, man? Where will they be able to find that album? How can they buy it?
It's going to be all the usual suspects. We're going to have it up on iTunes, Apple Play, the streaming service as well. We're going to have it up available through our Facebook. Our main website is where we sell our merch and our CDs is Bandcamp. So it's painandexile.bandcamp.com. And yeah, that'll probably be the best spot. But we'll make sure to post all sorts of links, basically anywhere where we are present on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and all that good stuff.
Right on, man. The Ordeal coming out October 28th. It's Ivan with Painted in Exile, man. I greatly appreciate your time, man. You go have a good day. All right, bud?
Thanks for your support, man.
Hey, not a problem, dude. We'll talk to you soon.